Subject concrete structures, chapter other important aspects of designing, topic numerical number 1 on shear. Now students, let us see this numerical. Okay, the numerical is a simply supported beam of varying depth. Now this is important, of varying depth. If it does not have a varying depth, then the nominal shear stress formula is V upon BD, right? But it is a nominal, it's a varying depth, right? As shown in the figure, so this is the figure given. Okay, the nominal shear stress, means the average shear stress, right? At the section M, so this is section M, right? Is given as, take the width B of the section as 400 mm. Option number A, B, C and D. Now let us see how to solve this problem. First of all, let us write down the formula. Solution. The formula, I told you that if it is a varying section, then what you have to do, the IS code has given us a formula that the nominal shear stress is given by Vu plus minus Mu upon D into 10 beta divided by B into D. Simple. Now let us see that what is given to us in this section. What is given to us? Okay. Now this is 0.5 meters. This is 0.5 meters and this is 1 meter. Up to here it is 1 meter. It's 1 meter. Right? Now let us see what is given to us in this numerical. So is Vu given to us in this numerical? Now Vu is the shear force at that particular section. So for M section, this section, we have to calculate the shear force. Can we determine it? Yes, we can determine it. Mu is the bending moment at this section. Can we determine it? Yes, we can determine it. 10 beta is the angle which this is making with the horizontal. Can we determine it? Yes, we can determine it. This is beta. Okay, let me write it. This is beta angle. This is beta. D is the effective depth. Can we determine it? Yes, we can determine it at this particular section. Right? B and D, we can determine it. B is given to us. What is B? That is 400 mm. So the first step would be to determine Vu. Second step would be to determine Mu. Third step would be to determine beta, 10 beta. Fourth step would be to determine D. If we determine these four, then it becomes a cakewalk. And the next thing is that whether we have to use the plus sign or we have to use the minus sign. I told you that if the section is increasing and the moment is also increasing in that direction, at that time the sign is negative. If the section is increasing but moment is decreasing, at that time the sign will be positive. Right? So at this section, you know that the section is increasing as well as the moment will be increasing, because if you draw the bending moment diagram, it will be a triangle. Right? I will draw the bending moment diagram also. So the section width is increasing, the section effective depth is also increasing, as well as the moment is increasing in this direction. Hence the sign would be negative. So let us solve this problem. Okay, and I am just rubbing the numerical. I hope that you have noted it down. I am rubbing the numerical. I will be just writing the options here, and then I will be solving this numerical. Clear? So now let me rub it. Now let us solve this numerical. Okay. So I have given this beam. Okay, in the question the beam is given. This is 0.5, 1 meter, 1 meter, 10 kN is the load. A point load is being applied on the beam. This is 1 meter. This is 4 meter. The span of the beam. Options are 16.67 kN per meter square, 13.33 kN per meter square, 11.11 kN per meter square, and 9.67 kN per meter square. The formula for nominal shear for a varying beam section given by IS 456 is V plus minus Mu upon D into 10 beta divided by B into D. Right? So first of all, step 1, let us determine V. That is the shear force at this section. The simplest method or the simplest way to determine the shear force is the draw the shear force diagram. It is very simple. It is a point load, right? So if this is 10 kilonewton, so this is, let us say, A, this is B. So VA plus VB will be equal to 10, and it is in the center. This is 2. This will also be equal to 2 meters. So I can say that VA will be equal to VB will be equal to 5 kilonewton. Simple symmetrical beam. Okay. So if this is 5 kilonewton, here it is 5. So here it is 5A. At this section minus 10, it will be minus 5. And here it will be 5. So like this. Plus minus 5 kilonewton and 5 kilonewton. Simple, right? So what is the shear force at this section, which is at a distance of 1 meter, which is at a distance of 1 meter? How much it is? It is 5 kilonewton. So I can say that this V will be equal to 5 kilonewton. So we have got the first parameter. That is, we have got the shear force. The second parameter is we need to determine the value of the moment, the bending moment at this section. So how will it be calculated? Let me rub it. Now second parameter is bending moment at this section. So let me draw the bending moment diagram, right? If I draw the bending moment diagram, right? So here it will be 0 because it is a pin support. Here also it will be 0. It is a pin support, right? And at the center, so it will be here the shear force is 5. So it will be equal to 5 into 2, that is 10 kilonewton meter. Like this. This is highest. It will be 10 kilonewton meter. This is the bending moment diagram, BMD, bending moment diagram. So what will be the bending moment at the section 1 meter from the left hand side? Let us say this is 1 meter. 1 meter. And the force is 5 kilonewton. So 5 into 1 is 5 kilonewton. So at this point, the bending moment will be 5 kilonewton meter. Simple. So we have got the second parameter also. That is mu, it is equals to 5 kilonewton meter. So we have got two parameters. The third parameter is beta, tan beta. So let me rub it. Now tan beta, right? Now what is tan theta? Perpendicular upon base, right? So perpendicular is this. Let us say this is x. Clear? Not this. Let me, you can say that, let me simplify it. Let us say that if I draw this triangle, understand this? If I draw this triangle, then tan beta will be equal to this distance divided by this distance. So how much is this distance? Right? Let me use another marker. How much is this distance? This distance. So this distance will be equal to the overall distance minus this distance. Clear? Now how much is the overall distance? Overall distance is 1 meters. And how much is this distance? 0.5 meter. So I can say that this distance will be equal to 0.5 meter. Simple. So tan beta will be equal to perpendicular, that is 0.5 meter divided by base. How much is the base? 1 plus 1, that is 2 meters. So I can say that tan beta will be equal to 0.2 to the 4, right? 0.25 meter. So I have got tan beta also. So how much is tan beta? 0.25, not meters, because that is an angle, 2.25. So tan beta is 0.25. Simple. Now next step would be to determine D. Now how to determine D? Now because it has become very much, you can say, hectic, so let me draw this triangle here. So this triangle is like this. This is 0.5 meter. This is 2 meters, whole one. Up to here it is 1 meter. And this is angle beta, and I have denoted this distance with x. Simple. Now I have to determine the value of D. So D will be equal to 0.5 plus x. 0.5 plus x meter. If some students are not getting how D is equals to 0.5 plus x, just take out a section from here. Now if you cut the section and you look it from here, so the effective depth will be equal to this 0.5 n plus x. because it is a varying section. Here the effective depth is 0.5, here it will be 0.5 plus x, here the effective depth will be 1 meter, and so on. It is changing actually, right? So 0.5 plus x. Now we need d to determine x. From this triangle, if I apply the similarity concept, I will get x divided by 1. This is 1, right? From here to here, this is 1 meter. X divided by 1 is equals to 0.5 divided by 2. So x will be equal to 0.25 meters. So I have got x is equal to 0.25 meter. How much will be d? So d will be equal to 0.5 plus 0.25, which is equals to 0.75 meters. Take into consideration the units also. The units cannot be incorrect. Okay, 0.75 meters. I have got d also. So d, it is coming out to be 0.75 meters. Now the question is cakewalk because b is given to us. How much was b? It was 400 mm. It was given in question. So b was given as 400 mm, or you can say 0.4 meters. It was given to us in question itself. Now what is the thing? You just apply the formula. Let us apply the formula. So tau will be equal to, what is V? 5 kilonewton plus or minus y, because when I drew the bending moment diagram, you know that the bending moment is increasing. It was 10, it was 5, it was increasing, and the section is also increasing. At that time we will use negative sign. But suppose the beam would be section would be like this. Let us say if it would have been like this. At that time we would have used the positive sign. But now it is negative. Okay. So 5 minus mu is 5, right? 5 divided by d, 0.75 kilonewton meter got cancelled out, right? We have got kilonewton. 10 beta is 0.25 divided by b. How much is b? 0.4. And how much is d? D is 0.75. 0.75. You get this answer in kilonewton per meter square. So how much the answer is coming? I guess a lot of you have got the answer already. So how much the answer is coming? So 5 into 0.25 divided by 0.75 minus 5 into minus 1 divided by 0.4 and divided by 0.75. It comes out to be 11.11. I guess everybody is getting the same answer. It is 11.11. The answer is 11.11 kilonewton per meter square. So option number C is the correct answer. So I hope that you have understood this numerical to determine the nominal shear. Why I took this numerical? Because it was a little bit complicated, and I have seen a lot of students, they forget or they don't know the concept when to apply the positive sign, when to apply the negative sign. So that is why I chose this numerical. So let's meet at the next video, and I will make you understand some other concepts. Right? Thank you.